When he last weighed in on the one-third gender rule debate, House Speaker Justin Muturi would find himself on the receiving end of women parliamentarians and interested groups fighting for a formula to achieve the one-third gender rule. Now, Muturi has voiced his opinion once again, this time telling women to forget free seats and instead battle it out at the polls to achieve that all-important 33% representation. Seemingly reading from the same script as the technical working group that came up with the formula for first stage at the polls and nominations drawn from the best female losers. From where he sits, the Speaker does not see the electoral system of the day generating the required numbers. The onus, therefore, is for all and sundry keen to attain the percentage necessary to see more women representation in Parliament. Muturi says, quote, "In Kenya, the electoral system of first past the post will not yield this two-third requirement. Here, we have democracy that is not guided in any way and there are no strongmen. Rather, it is the voters who determine their representatives."
Through the whole country and say who is the second, who was the woman who vied but didn't make it, but actually, did very well.
The deadline set by the Supreme Court as August 27th inches all the more closer. But it has become apparent that that deadline stands untenable. Muturi says extension of the deadline is unavoidable to give time to build consensus on various legislative proposals, noting that, quote, "If Parliament is to stick to the August 27th deadline, all stakeholders will not be brought on board, thus jeopardizing the chances of this essential piece of legislation." And for political parties and funding, well, the Speaker holds that legislation is needed to strike an intricate balance between party funding and the gender balance of elected leaders from a party. He was speaking while meeting the Inter-Parliamentary Union expert mission to Kenya on women participation and representation in Parliament. Jackie Maribe, Citizen Business Centre.